Hi, I'm Christine McDonald from Rushing River Apiaries, and today I am installing a bunch of new queens that have just flown in from the Ukraine. So these are Carpathian queens from Dancing Bee here in Canada. They're gorgeous. We got 200 in, and I don't think a single bee was dead in the box, even attendants. So very pleased with that. The queens look in good health. They're beautifully marked, and I am excited to see how these Ukrainian mountain bees do in our Canadian mountains. So we're way up north in northern British Columbia, and we hope that they will be good and winter hardy for us and also good producers. So these cages were new to me. I had to ask for some help to figure out how to expose this candy piece so that the queen can be released from the cage. So you can see that the bottom is plugged with candy. On this end, loads of candy for the long journey. And there's a little trap door under all that candy. So it's really easy to break away with your hive tool. As I fumble with it, there we go. And then we just use a toothpick to hang it between two middle bars. So it's gonna hang down into the hive like this. There are vent holes on the side, although I am still gonna try not to press these back vent holes into the neighboring frames. So we want there to be lots of air circulation, but if you move your frames apart just a little bit, then there's lots of room, and that just sits down there like that. And we'll come back in a few days to check for release and egg laying. Up to now, we have always run Saskatraz queens, so this will be something new and exciting for us. But I have heard that acceptance can be a little bit tricky when you are introducing a totally new type of bee. So here's hoping with this large queen investment that we have here that they will be well accepted. I find it fun sometimes to just sit a cage on the hive and see how they react to her. I'm going to open it first so that I'm not don't have too many bees in the way when I'm doing that. But if you just kind of sit it right in there, you can watch the way that they kind of come to her. And typically if they come with like tongues out, then that is a sign of acceptance. They're willing to feed her and care for her. If they come at her with stingers, bums down, then that's not usually a good thing for the queen. So they're already starting to gather up on top of her here, and nothing seems too hostile. So here's hoping that's a good sign. They're really going to her scent on this one. You can see in my box here too, lots of bees are starting to fly around, and I just need to turn that back so that the lid is shading them. Oh yeah, look at that. Just pick it up. So they have come right into her pheromones, and that seems to be quite a welcome reception. So we'll make room for this cage in here. These cages are nice and easy to do with gloves. We don't always use gloves when we are working with queens especially, but these are the hives that just came back out of our bear attacked yard, and some of them are not at their best. So I'm gonna keep the gloves on today, and this really has not been too hard to manage with them on. There we go, get them down in there. They can smell her on my hand too. These, if you're not familiar with the Lyson nuke boxes, they have a lot of overhead space in the top, and it's meant for the feeder, but when we don't want the feeders in place, we just leave that reflective layer in there that we put in for the winter, and that keeps the bees up out of that empty space on top so that they're not filling it with comb. So I'm just gonna keep chugging along, trying to get these all in, and then I have another nuke yard to go hit this afternoon. But this is a good day. This is one of the fun jobs of making nukes. It feels good to be getting these queens in here and one step closer to getting all of these nukes out the door and into the hands of the beekeepers who are patiently waiting for them after this cold, long spring we've had. Anyway, if you have not yet subscribed, I would greatly appreciate if you did so, as I try to show up more here on YouTube this summer with all of my beekeeping adventures. Thanks for watching.